Is she rolling?
Yes.
Alright, so we just caged our queen here. And what you want to do, you want to practice with drones. That's really important. You'll get the idea pretty quickly on how. That's our queen right there. She can't get through these slots, but our workers can. So typically when you're working this, where's my plunger? You want to work over the hive in case she escapes or whatever. If you have a mishap, you drop her into the hive. You drop her into the grass, good chance you'll never find her. She'll be dead, etc., etc. So we're down to, we don't want a bunch of workers with her. So you can blow on them. The workers really don't like that. And try to get the workers to come out. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. 2 workers is not too big of a deal. Now, the way to do this, so I put my index finger and my thumb right here. When I open this cage, sometimes there's a little bit of space on the sides that she could crawl out of. So I wait till she's not at the entrance. And then I set. Got a worker going there. And you can kind of shake her. I know you can't see this very well, guys. It's kind of... Alright, now she's in. So I put my thumb over the hole, take my cage out. And then I've got this little plunger here. Now what we want to do is we want to just gently move her up to the top. Once I get her to the top, I grab and I work it with these 2 fingers right here. You want to shake your pin. Get her flipped around. There. Now, you don't want to release her immediately. You want to just kind of let that paint dry and give her room so she doesn't smear it all over the place. And you need to be doing this in pretty warm temperatures. If you're at 60 degrees or something, you may put that paint on and you'll get what's called a fainting queen. What happens is, that's a quick drying paint, and you're putting it, basically you're covering her main body, and you will chill her down. And she will appear dead, it's just she's cold. If you just hold her in your hand for about 1 or 2 minutes, she'll start moving around, and then you can lay her back in the hive. It should be all good. So, we're going to wind up trying to get a good shot of how well we marked her, but she doesn't want to climb. She wants to hang upside down. Come on, she's dry now. We got a good mark on her. Let me see if I can knock her down here and maybe get a good view. Okay, so you can release 2 different ways. You can release back out the way she came, or what I typically do is I just pull the plunger out and let them come out this way. And there she is. Alright, and I'm going to demonstrate real quick because we didn't quite catch that on video. We'll do it with a drone. Like I said, this is what you should practice with your drones, because they can't come out of the cage just like the queen. And of course this is a honey. I'm not sure if I'm going to have any drones up here or not, unless they're out for a snack. There you go. See if I can't find a frame real quick. Show you guys how this thing works. Sorry, that queen's so well camouflaged. I was worried I was going to lose sight of her. There's a big fat drone. So there's a big drone right there. So you take, I like the stainless ones, the clear ones. The problem with those is they just freaking break like nothing. So you put it down over and you don't let it snap. You go in real slow. And this thing's designed, it's got space underneath that you shouldn't be able to kill the queen if you accidentally squeeze her. But always best just to go in real slow to capture the queen. And let me get my plunger. We'll do this all over again with the drone this time. And like I said, you want to make sure that you kind of, when you're setting this thing up, that you don't leave. There's a little bit of space underneath on that. There's some chance that they'll climb out around. Make sure you get your plunger up. Ah, I had him in there. Said, gravity is a wonder. Well, I got a worker. It's only when you're videotaping do you have difficulties. All right. So now we got Mr. Drone here, and you work that plunger until your thorax is right where you want her. So I would typically I'd top her right there, or him. I'd pop it. Once you get it right in the right location between the squares, you just hit it with this, and luckily this is a pretty safe way of capturing your queens. And unlike what we did yesterday, which was something out of a comedy sketch, I was chasing around a queen that can fly, and believe it or not, that laying queen, she can fly. And she can't fly great, but she can fly enough to get lost. So anyway, we'll release our drone. I'm not going to mark him because I don't want him coming back to the hive and thinking that that's a queen later on. Okay, well anyway, for Kunstler Homesteading, thanks guys, and